Line-by-line explanation of Sonnet 73, That Time of Year Thou Mayst in Me by William Shakespeare.
Line 1. That time of year thou mayst in me behold. In this opening line, the speaker addresses a beloved, inviting them to witness the changes occurring in him that parallel the seasonal shift of autumn. The phrase "that time of year" suggests a specific period associated with aging and decline, signaling that the speaker is reflecting on his own life stage. This sets the tone for the exploration of mortality and the passage of time that follows. Line 2. When yellow leaves, or none, or few, do hang. The imagery here vividly depicts the autumn season, where trees lose their leaves, symbolizing aging and decay. The yellow leaves represent the remnants of vitality, while none, or few emphasizes the idea of loss and emptiness. This line underscores the frailty of life, illustrating how, much like the trees, the speaker is in a state of decline. Line 3. Upon those boughs which shake against the cold. This line continues the autumn imagery by portraying the bare branches of the trees, which shake against the cold. The shaking suggests vulnerability, reinforcing the idea of being exposed to the harsh realities of life. The cold symbolizes the inevitable approach of death, further deepening the sense of fragility and the harshness of aging. Line 4. Bare ruined choirs, where late the sweet birds sang. Here, the speaker uses the metaphor of bare ruined choirs to evoke a sense of emptiness and loss. The term choirs alludes to the once vibrant, harmonious life represented by the singing birds. The phrase "where late the sweet birds sang" conjures nostalgia for the beauty and joy of youth that has now vanished, illustrating the profound sorrow of what once was. Line 5. In me thou seest the twilight of such day. In this line, the speaker likens his current state to the twilight of the day, a metaphor for the later stages of life. The twilight represents a time of transition and impending darkness, suggesting that the speaker is aware of his own mortality. It emphasizes the fleeting nature of life, indicating that just as day gives way to night, life gives way to death. Line 6. As after sunset fadeth in the west. This line continues the metaphor of twilight by illustrating how the sun sets in the west, symbolizing the inevitable decline towards death. The imagery of fading light emphasizes the transitory nature of existence, underscoring the theme of mortality. The gradual fading parallels the speaker's own life, suggesting that life, like the sun, will eventually disappear. Line 7. Which by and by black night doth take away. Here, the speaker highlights the inevitability of death by stating that black night will soon take away the light of day. The term by and by conveys a sense of urgency, suggesting that this transition is imminent. Black night symbolizes death, reinforcing the idea that life will ultimately come to an end, bringing a sense of finality to the speaker's reflections. Line 8. Death's second self, that seals up all in rest. In this line, the speaker personifies death as death's second self, implying that it is a natural counterpart to life. The phrase "seals up all in rest" suggests that death brings an end to life's struggles, offering a kind of peaceful closure. This line emphasizes the concept of death as an integral part of life, one that ultimately brings rest and cessation. Line 9. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire. The imagery shifts as the speaker introduces the metaphor of fire, representing the remnants of passion and life within him. The glowing suggests that although life is waning, there is still a flicker of vitality left. This line contrasts with the earlier imagery of decay, highlighting the lingering essence of life amidst the decline. Line 10. That on the ashes of his youth doth lie. Here, the speaker connects the fire of his current life to the ashes of his youth. The fire rests upon what remains of his earlier vitality, indicating that his youthful energy has been consumed over time. This image reinforces the theme of loss, as the speaker acknowledges that what once sustained him is now reduced to ashes, signifying the end of that phase of life. Line 11. As the deathbed whereon it must expire. In this line, the speaker likens the fire to a deathbed, suggesting that life is reaching its inevitable conclusion. The term expire signifies the end of life, indicating that the vibrant energy that once burned brightly is now approaching its final moments. This metaphor deepens the sense of mortality and emphasizes the transient nature of existence. Line 12, consumed with that which it was nourished by. This line encapsulates the paradox of life, where the fire is ultimately consumed by what it was nourished by. It suggests that life, while sustained by experiences and relationships, will eventually be extinguished by the very forces that gave it life. This reflection prompts contemplation on the cyclical nature of existence and the inevitability of death. Line 13, this thou perceivest, which makes thy love more strong. In this line, the speaker reveals that the awareness of mortality enhances the beloved's love for him. Understanding that life is fleeting intensifies the appreciation for their connection, suggesting that the recognition of impending loss makes love more profound and meaningful. This line emphasizes the value of relationships in the face of life's transience. Line 14, to love that well which thou must leave ere long. The concluding line reinforces the urgency and depth of love by acknowledging that the beloved must eventually part from the speaker. The phrase must leave ere long highlights the inevitability of separation, underscoring the transient nature of life and love. This final statement encapsulates the poem's central theme, that love is made richer and more significant when viewed through the lens of mortality, encouraging a deeper appreciation for the time shared together. Overall, Sonnet 73 reflects on aging, the passage of time, and the profound impact of mortality on love, inviting readers to appreciate their connections and the fleeting nature of life. Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.